I also don't believe that you're supposed to be hard-headed, you know, and not adapt. The first piece where I told you you're not going to introduce yourself as a cameraman. You're not that special. Like, you're not that special. I understood that there was going to be a lot more to this journey than taking video and just doing it as a hobby and as art.
I've handled stress, but this is like overloaded, overwhelming amount of it. You can't call out on your dream, though.
It's not all about you, Venegas. I'm willing to dive for what I talk about, for what I speak about. I'm willing to die on the road. Like, there's nothing else that matters as much as this mission that I'm currently on.
I was just working at Starbucks, so that's part of the grind. You know, if I didn't have a job, then I wouldn't have been on the camera. From McDonald's to Starbucks, content.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Glamorous Grind podcast with one of your hosts, Sal, Mink Media. And we got the man on the mission, Coach Al. And we're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors.
Oh, that's right.
Yo, wait a second.
Hold up. Man, I see what you did there. You threw off the order. We had a whole agreement. It's all good. It's all good. No, shout out to our sponsors for reals, man. Man, they've been with us on this journey, season 1. They jumped on the opportunity. They jumped on that belief system. So, first of all, shout out to XL Realty and Mortgage with your boy, Ruben Venegas. Man, he's been doing it a long time and will treat you like you're the one every time because that's what he does, man. He is about helping. He's about serving. And we're about supporting him in his journey, right? So shout out to Ruben Venegas, XL Realty and Mortgage. Then we have Carmen's Notary Tax Services, baby.
Get your money up.
Get your money up, man. Don't play with your money. She is ready to help you, guide you, coach you, mentor you, support you on your journey as you're getting your money right. Of course, Nourish Bar A31. Man, just delicious treats, bro. What's better than feeling good? You know what I mean? What's better than feeling good after you had something good? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Good to get to that greatness level, you know? And, of course, West T-shirts in West Sacramento. Man, they are putting in work. They're a power couple. Y'all seen them. If you haven't, scroll through the page, you know? Find out what they're all about. They'll make your vision become a reality, you know? Get your brand going, get your gear going. We're wearing the gear today, you know what I mean? We up, man. So shout out to every single one of our sponsors. I'm gonna say our neighbors, like we said, man. They're part of the grind. They're part of the
mission
of the Glamorous Grind podcast. So shout out to our sponsors, of course.
Sir, and gratitude. Thank you guys for watching as well. Yeah, where are we, bro? Where are we at?
Oh man, Santa Barbara con la cámara. Chava.
Okay, bro.
We had that spitting earlier.
Yeah, I know. Bro was freestyling with some beats in the car. It was funny.
We were freestyling in the car. Santa Barbara, man. Shout out to beautiful Santa Barbara. Beautiful weather. Yeah, we outside, man. That's why we outside today.
We outside. We had the sun setting in the back. We had the cameras ready and everything, and then the sunset, and then it became all dark. So now it's just a pitch black background, which will work.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually really nice out there. I saw you could see a bit of the ocean, mountains. Oh my, jeez, bro, it's amazing, amazing.
Yeah, sure. Man. And shout out for real. Gracias to everybody who shares. Gracias to everybody who comments. Everybody who likes. Everybody who just continues to even when you send a comment. And it's just some words of encouragement, man. Don't think it doesn't make an impact. We truly appreciate you. We see you. And for those of you who just watch and don't share, man, what you doing? What are you watching out for? You know?
Yeah.
Like, get in the game, man. It's a life that we're looking to gravitate. We're looking to gravitate as many people that are going to be willing to contribute to just seeing everybody win around them. We want to see every neighborhood win. We want to see people. We want to see people up. We want to see people outside their comfort zone, outside of the norm. And that's what we're doing, man. We're celebrating you all today. That's what we're doing. Let's give them a shout out, everybody, right? Oh, so,
Whoa.
Oh, there it is. There it is. We had the volume down. We had the indoor settings.
Yeah, indoor
as we outside. Come on with it, man. Come on.
It's gotta be loud for outside. Outside. All right, bro. First question.
Oh, damn. Let's get into it.
Ready for this?
La primera pregunta.
Yeah, first question. Do people really have to change? In terms of like overall as a person, it is, I mean, hopefully for the good, but do people have to change?
Okay. So, you know, I think the word change has different meanings depending on who you are. I think there's a fear of changing. I think there's also an obsession with how much needs to change. But I can share that within my experience. I brought up I've talked to you about the skillet concept, right? Which is a hot skillet is when you put an egg on it, for example, right? You crack an egg on a hot skillet. You know, you become less, that egg becomes less of what it's not and more of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and more of what it's supposed to be, you know? And the idea that you have to completely change, I think it's an overwhelming idea. I really do believe that the process changes you into more of who you're supposed to be. You know, as we go through the journey, I think you're going to change. I think believe it or not, change is inevitable. You know, I think what we need to focus on is what we're changing into. You know, be conscious of who you have around you.
Yeah.
You know, be conscious of what you're listening to, what your eyes are seeing, what you're speaking, like how you're treating people. I think we're far too obsessed with this idea of change. Meanwhile, we're consuming and we're not creating, right? And I think it's more so about not attempting to change the past, but create the present and create the future. You know what I mean? Create the life you want to live. And of course, it's easier said than done. Of course it is. It's easy to say it, but it's are you willing to commit to your words and to what your belief system is? You know, just using you as an example, right? If everybody wants to go back a year on the content and just watch this young man go, I mean, I believe you've changed. I also don't believe much has changed about you, bro.
Yeah. And that brings me to what you were saying about you can never forget who you are. Yeah. You can lose who you are, but you can't forget.
Oh, you can lose what you have, but you cannot lose who you are. You can't forget who you are. So the quote goes like that: is anything you have, you can lose, but who you are, you can only forget. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of reflecting, remembering, regrounding, and really asking yourself, you know, and listening to that consciousness, the corazón, right? That tells you, like, it's your moral compass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So then, what is that relationship with change then? Of not for you can't forget who you are, also with change, because I don't think you can fully change in terms of like personality and like the person. I don't think you can fully change, because like I feel like there's that child or that kid aspect still within yourself. So in your eyes, what is the relationship between change and that quote with you can't forget who you are?
Well, I mean, it's who you prioritize, you know. So, and it's what you prioritize. I also don't believe that you're supposed to be hard-headed, you know, and not adapt. You're not that special. Like, you're not that special. At the same time, though, you know, I experienced that it's not so much about getting there, wherever there is, but it's who you are when you get there. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of getting to any goal and leaving your truest self stages behind, right? Chapters. You're like imagine you're writing your life story of success. Imagine that for a second, right? Imagine somebody came to you and said, we're going to write your life story, your life journey. And you get to chapter 7 and you realize that going into chapter 8, you haven't been yourself. Imagine you left yourself in chapter 2. Like what's the point of becoming, you know, so compliant and so pleasing to others, yet leaving yourself behind? Like that to me is where we feel the empty. That is where we feel the void. That is where we feel depressed. That is where we feel anxious because we're acting the entire time versus looking to accept who we are and looking to work with who we are and what we have. You know what I mean? So if you were imagine being a dad, right? And, you know, you showed up to the building and you can come in, but your kid can't. That's a decision. That's the decision of every phase. And that's the challenge of the world, bro. That really is the metaphor I use. You know, as a family man, not a father, but as a family man, I always think about, like, when I've reached that door to the next level, the decision is, do I go in without my younger self? Because my younger self may say something stupid, may act up, may be loud, maybe too crazy, too energetic, too whatever it is. But that's why, bro. That's why I don't believe, and I think it's harming to think fake it till you make it. Because when you make it, then you got to go back. And 1, go get you again. And 2, when you fake it, you end up in a place where you're not accepted. And why would you want to be there?
Your surroundings.
You're stuck. And that's that stuck feeling, right? You're like, you finally have the things, but you're no longer the being. You're no longer the power. You're no longer, you know, if you believe in God, you're no longer who God created. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of in this artificial land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you have the things, but you ain't it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Completely. I like that metaphor of if you're a dad, you got to go to the building, but you got to leave your child behind.
Yeah.
You gotta have that's like that decision of, like,
that's a tough one, bro. I get it. Sometimes,
but you still have to
Yeah.
Going, yeah, bro. That's a deep one, bro.
And it's like, why, you know, I understand sacrifice and I understand it to an extent. At the same time, bro, I think that's where discipline comes in, where with discipline, you don't have to sacrifice who you are. You really don't. Yeah. Like, who you are and how you act is two completely different things. So you might have to be a little bit quieter in this room. You might have to code switch. You might have to be a little bit more professional. You might have to wear a tie. You might have to, yeah, that's not who you are. That's what you do. That's what you act like. At the same time, man, I really believe that there's nothing more powerful in you than your being. There's no more powerful in you than the gift you possess. And the idea is, how do you manage to navigate this world where the reality is the people who are truly making it happen are being them. You know? Yeah. Like that's just the idea, being willing to adapt, man, being willing to be open-minded and you know, not always feel like you have to already know, you know, everything. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Still a learning process.
That's it, bro. However, let me ask you this, man. I mean, I always go back to this. Like when honestly, when we show up to a room, we show up to anywhere we're at, people are always asking you how you're doing, right? They're always like, yeah, man, how, you know, are you good? Like, yeah. Right? And they see you smile, they see you light up, they see you evolving. How much have you changed in this journey, this first, you know, season of Glamorous Grinds and being working together? Like, how much have you truly changed?
Changed, man. I think I've been doing a lot of like reflection. So like looking internally, that changed. So I don't think I was doing that very often when I first started, just because I didn't know. I mean, I reflect on stuff, but like reflecting on you is a different feeling and a different view.
What is the difference?
Like you start to like question why you do things, and if it makes sense or not. Like, why am I staying up? Or why do I still have this bad habit? Why haven't I gone to the gym? Like, you start to ask yourself questions. And I think that is really important because I've never done that before. At times, like when you fuck up or something, but I don't want to keep doing it when I fuck up. I want to do it when like
you want to be proactive.
Like even in the highs, like ask myself, all right, like what is causing this feeling of feeling like high? Not in the drug term, but like at a life. I don't know, bro. Some people get things twisted.
Yeah.
But yeah, like at a life high, like everything's going right. Like questioning, like what is making me feel this way, and just like I don't know, bro. I feel like we don't ask ourselves enough questions. We ask people questions, but we don't ask ourselves. And most of the time, bro, it's funny because I think we have the answer to it. It's just we're just blinded, not to answer it. So yeah, I think reflection, self-reflecting. A huge one for me personally was talking in front of a camera. That was an ultimate struggle of mine. Honestly, it's gotten a lot easier, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean,
like,
you can see it. Your foot's not moving as much, bro. You should take your shoe off and on. We didn't even show those episodes. Those are unreleased episodes. Like just annoying. Like, what are you doing? Nah, yeah. but like, you know, for people that are listening and watching, man, like even this piece, like even having a mic, like, dude, we have these conversations. Like you probably have these conversations it's about to be like conversations about our own development, like how we are doing as people, not as positions, not as titles. But like how's Sal doing? How's your family? Like we're going into, you know, we have that relationship where we're like, this is actually just a sharing and a gifting of what happens, right?
Yeah.
What would you say you've noticed hasn't changed?
What hasn't changed? Man.
Good or bad? Like where you're like, let's go with good. Like some where you're like, ooh, like, yeah, this part of me, no matter how different this journey has been from what I was accustomed to prior, like what has remained true? Is that time to talk about money? But it starts with someone that you can trust.
That's right. And that's what Carmen's Notary Tax Services. Whether you need tax preparation for individuals, self-employed, LLCs, and corporations, stimulus assistance, tax resolution, business startup, notary services, and many more.
Okay. But how do we get a hold of Carmen, though?
I got you.
Okay.
With 2 locations in California, one in 1209 Commerce Avenue in Woodland, and the other in 45895 Oasis Street, Suite D in Indio, California.
I love it, but I've got to ask this question, por mi gente. Does she speak Spanish, though?
Claro que sí. Remember, for any of your tax services and needs, call Carmen's Notary Tax Services at 530-406-0761.
Part of this glamorous grind has a lot to do with being on the road. And you know, when we go on the road, we don't always get the best food or the best snacks.
I know. Gas station snacks suck.
They do suck. Now, the best part, though, is when we land in the 831. You know we're going to get taken care of by Nourish Bar 831. They've got the great treats. They got us feeling great, got us being great.
You already know. They got the best plant-based organic treats for any party, meeting, or event. They'll hook you up with the cookies and cream, churro, cinnamon toast crunch, Reese's cups, and so many more options. And you know what the best part is? They're made fresh.
Ooh, bro, say less. How do I order?
You follow and DM your orders to @nourishbar.831 on Instagram. Again, DM your orders at nourishbar.831 on Instagram.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Seriously. Like, have you wondered, like, are you ready to buy a house? Is it the right time to buy a house? Like, what are even the steps to even buy a house?
I've definitely asked myself that, and I know someone who's got the answers.
For real? Who?
Ruben Venegas with XL Realty. He can come through and help you whether you're looking to buy, sell, refinance, invest, or simply have questions and don't know who to ask. He is the man that can support you, help you, and guide you towards where you want to be.
This dude sounds like the one.
He's super easy to reach. You can either call or text him at 916-206-9616. Instagram is @RubeCube or log on to xlmtgloans.com.
It is that time to design and drop our Glamorous Grind merch.
I've always been wondering who's been doing the merch.
Bro, I got my people. I've been going to them for years. They got me on everything. No matter what it is that I need, they got it and they can do it. Watch. Check them out. Go to your IG. It's west.t-shirt. Check them out.
Bet. Did they do screen printing?
Watch. They got screen printing, the shirt. You know what it is, man? They got this. They got the hoodie. Bro, they got
expensive?
Us. No, it's not expensive.
Do they do embroidery?
The new beanies that just came out, they did them, bro. This hat, the wind hat, they did them.
Do they take forever?
No, they don't take forever.
Do they do decals?
These right here, man, they did them. They did
How
them.
about windbreakers?
Windbreakers. Yeah. Talk about windbreakers. That one windbreaker, your favorite jacket.
So this whole time they've been doing
the one you'd never take off, bro. That one, they did it.
Are they hard to deal with? Because I ain't trying to do all that.
Nah, man, they're not hard to deal with. Watch, scroll to the bottom, tells you their number. Very easy, man. Just hit them up. Call or text them.
Call or text them at 916-821-2100.
That easy, bro. Call or text.
How about DMs on Instagram?
Of course. When you want to DM them, go to west.t-shirts on Instagram. Easy.
Okay, so the best way I could explain it is like my not necessarily my understanding, but like what's the word? Like I didn't change because of the circumstances that I'm in. Like all the good still hasn't changed me to become like an egotistical person, or like, oh, I'm better. I don't give people that feeling like, oh, I'm better than you type thing. I absolutely hate it. I don't like when people do that, but I don't want to become that. Like just because things are going right, I don't want to like ego. I just don't want to develop an ego. So I think that part not changing about myself is I think I like about that. And in the future, that's still gonna remain the same. I don't want to grow an ego. To me, ego, I've seen it all the time. I just don't like it, bro. Like when people act cocky or ego and I'm better than you, they give you like that. I'm better than you, bro. Yeah, that for sure. That remained the same for sure. I would say work ethic, but I believe work ethic has gotten stronger. Like I feel more like, if I wasn't already, I feel like more just involved in what I'm doing. And I mean, it's interesting because I don't like the feeling of authority or teaching people or like having like the authority position. Like sometimes like in like Mindset Academy, I remember when I first started, I told you like it felt strange of like being like in a, not necessarily a teacher position, but like when students need help, they will look for like the people running the session.
Yeah.
So that feeling of like authority. Yeah, I don't like that feeling, but I mean, man, I like teaching like Eddie, for example, how to work a camera.
Shout out to Coach Eddie.
Yeah, shout out Eddie, bro. So W. He's, oh my God, bro. That guy helped a lot. But like teaching him how to like teaching or coaching, I guess you could say, is like someone how to work a camera and like this button does this button does that. And them being like responsive to it, and like, I mean, they never like used the camera before, but they're excited to use the camera. I think that that's just exciting, bro.
It's a different layer.
Yeah, it's a different layer, like teaching. Because I have the passion for it, but then them being super excited and stoked to learn about it is also pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's so I've learned. Yeah, I've learned that there's something. I mean, people are willing to do and try new things, which is cool.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, you're expanding your layers of fulfillment in a sense, right? Like, I think the egotistic cockiness, like all of that, you know, I think that comes from a place of like fear of having to show or having to, you know, you're attempting to prove to someone or something. And, you know, I don't really think about it much because my team does support and God continues to like give me these hints of blessings to keep moving forward. But for a long time, man, and when I'm not centered, I'm like, I hit that wall of like doubt, like, or fear more so of like, I also don't like the egotistic, self-centered person. And that's why I have to wake up and work out and work through it. It's not there's an obsession with fitness. It's an obsession with like getting myself to be clear-minded and stop asking myself so many questions, so letting that fear win. That daily battle with fear, in a sense of like, the last thing I want is for this whole thing to be about me or people think that. And it's as crazy as it sounds, it's like the sticker, the shield, the name, the guy on the mic, like it's overwhelming, and I have to completely like let go of all of that and just at that point hope that
Hope comes in the
that
picture.
it still doesn't come off like that. And even though I know it's going to, and some people, I heard this thing, bro. I heard this I had this conversation today about this leader of a group. She was dealing with a comment that was made by the group, and the comment was, well, every time somebody celebrates a win, it's a reminder of all of our failures.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That makes absolutely sense.
Like every time someone else wins, it just reminds you of how much you're failing. I'm like, oh no,
that's tough.
That's tough,
but
man.
It's true. I mean, that's a heavy one, bro. That's absolutely true. Oh yeah,
that's tough.
That is tough, bro. Someone else win, there was a reminder of your failing.
Man, I had to take a bunch of deep breaths for that one. So let me ask you this question, bro. Like, in like true transparency, how have you sensed it? How have you felt it? I attempt to at least celebrate and acknowledge wins, like daily wins, because my wins are like blessings. Like I correlate the two. That's what I mean by winning. I mean by like you did what you could and you did your absolute best. Like that's your win of the day. I don't know how people take winning and like how life looks for Coach L, right? But like as a teammate, as somebody who's riding passenger or sometimes driving when I gotta take that nap, man, Yeah. How have you sensed that effect, positive or negative, in full transparency? How have you felt that like be part of now your world? Like, cause we're like, I'm always constantly like, we outside, right. I'm constantly like moving in the direction of better days. That's just my mission, man. I'll tell you my why later, and you know my why, but like, what is it? How does it come off, and how has it came off in the uncomfortableness? How you've seen the team, people, and yourself, your own friends, your own circles, how they've reacted. How have you? Because you're a very observant person.
Yeah.
Damn,
that was a big. So
that's a deep.
Like, all right, bro.
Here comes the truth. Dun, dun, dun.
So the question was, how has my surroundings in a sense changed, right?
Yeah, well, like how have you experienced like I have win on my hat, right? Like I'm like, let's go get it. Who's ready to win? Like I'm constantly in this celebratory sort of like, let's go. Like we're on a mission sort of thing. And if when somebody celebrates a win, it just reminds someone else of their failures. Yeah. If that aspect is also true, how have you seen all of that happen with yourself, with the people around you, with the team, how people have responded?
Well, the contrast is strange because the people on the team are also celebrating and like they're fucking they're juiced. But from the outside, like my circle, I guess I would say like people outside the circle are more like, I feel like they don't like fully understand or get it completely. Like they don't, what's the word, like they like comprehend, I guess you can say. But it's also people who are not like, they don't know what the inside of the circle looks like. So a disconnection, for sure. Yeah, what I feel is mostly negative, from the outside, mainly people from outside, of course, outside the circle. I mean, they haven't said anything, but like it's like the look, you get, like the contrast is there, bro. The contrast is definitely there. It's visually you can see the contrast. The circle is juiced, like the team gets the juice. Like after that team day, everyone was juiced, bro. That whole day, everyone's juiced. Yeah, and like that's that from my lens and my perspective. That's what I see in that.
Mm. Yeah. You know, so as you were answering that, bro, something that came to me was, you know, what we celebrate.
Yeah.
Right. If we just answer that question, like what we celebrate. And for me, it hasn't been easy to celebrate the programmed, conditioned wins. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't celebrate the birthday. I don't celebrate Friday. I don't celebrate payday. I don't celebrate, you know, a holiday. I don't celebrate anniversaries. I don't celebrate Christmas for what Christmas is. And nothing against any of that, but that's preconditioned, programmed celebration. That's when, that almost seems to me, imagine this, bro. Imagine that's when you're allowed to celebrate in public.
Yeah.
Is when it's a big thing. When it's an okay thing. When it's a, you know, you're celebrating for others to see versus celebrating yourself, seeing you do the work, seeing you arrive, seeing you, like, when I celebrate, bro, I'm genuinely believe that I'm celebrating like my creator. Like I'm celebrating who I am. I'm celebrating the people that came before me. Like that's where it's coming from. It's like, this is for us now. Like this is for that younger version of self who was looking to, you know, or that younger self that couldn't be loud, that younger self who couldn't cause too much attention. Like now it's like double down on that shit. You know what I mean? Like there is a level of like not aggression, but like assertiveness and conviction to the celebration, man, because, you know, some people are constantly asking for permission while I'm just willing to, I'll apologize if I feel like I need to apologize, but I cannot apologize for your insecurities, right? Yeah. Like it's not on me. You know, there's therapy. There's, you know, things you could go talk to your friends. You know, like I don't, you know, I guess you just keep watching and don't like. Yeah. I don't know, or stop following. I don't know. I don't know how to help you. Yeah. You know, like, you know, so that's kind of where like all my celebrations are rooted in work. You know, and to attempt to live a life where you have to explain versus experience is something that I'm not willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough when you get asked like, oh, what do you do, or how was that like? Trying to explain it. I mean, bro, you can only explain so much before. I feel like when I explain it, I lose them, like mid explanation. Yeah. So I feel that one, bro.
Yeah.
When you have to explain that experience.
That's real, man.
It's tough. You were talking about earlier about the gap between when you wake up to like getting right or getting centered.
Yeah.
What do you do within that gap? Because you get up at 4, 3, 3:30, 4, 5.
Yeah.
How does that gap look like to get right or to get centered?
Man, it depends. It depends how I wake up. You know, I've woken up and I'm just feeling like Like I've cried in my car outside of the gym, like where it's just hitting me, like everything, like the amount of effort that's being put in, and maybe something's not working, or the people that I love the most, maybe just they're not, they're you know, they're not where I would want to see them, or I'm somewhere I don't feel I deserve, like all that, like it's a part of the mourning process, bro. Like I can tell you the times where I'm just sitting there and I've got to allow myself, and that's more so like I allow myself because I'm not on anybody's permission schedule. Like I'm not gonna ask anybody permission to see how I feel. Yeah. I'm not doing this out of guilt. I'm not doing any of the things that I'm doing, believe it or not. I'm not doing because I feel like I owe anybody anything. I don't owe my parents anything. They did their part. Now they pass the baton. I'm gonna do my part. You know. So none of it is heavy, you know, like even that's overwhelming sometimes. And I'll tear up for that same reason, just like how cared for I felt by nature. Like how I'm like, I don't know why I was chosen, but I'm not going to question the path. I'm just going to do the work. Sometimes I'm just hyphy and I'm ready to go. Sometimes I want nothing to do with that gym, but it doesn't matter because the commitment's been made already. You know, the promise has been made to do my best. Yeah. And that's where, you know, doing my best versus being perfect, it's nowhere near being perfect. And I'm not even attempting to be, because nobody that has an opinion is. Yeah. Like who that can criticize you is perfect. They're unqualified people looking to make it happen. And maybe, you know, when somebody has too much time to criticize you, they ain't got enough time invested in their own life. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I allow that time to be with me, to be with, you know, I call it conversations with God. I really do allow myself to go as deep as I feel I need to go. Sometimes I need to tap in to something dark. Sometimes I need to tap into a certain circumstance or trigger or a phase of my life. Sometimes I'm just feeling overwhelmed with blessings, and whatever that is, I start to set the tone and just ask for that message of that day as best as I can, man. And all I can do is do my best. And so far, I'll bet on that. I'll bet on that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll bet on it.
I'll put my money on that dude. Like that's just, you know, there's no need to do anything extra. There's no need for it. You know, this is the very compliant, follow the rules, and you'll get somewhere. But it's different when you're allowing your spirit to speak, man. With that gift inside of you, that urge, that desire, that fire, whatever that is that's inside of you. When you start listening to that thing is not going to follow the rules, bro. Like that thing, you know, that thing's going to do what it's going to do. Like it's going to be in its nature. And I've said this to you before, but you know, I refuse to be a beast in a cage to simply be someone who dies in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're all beasts out here. Yeah. But like some of us are not, you know, I'm just not, you know, and nothing against anybody else, but I'm outside. I'm outside, and it's very difficult once you've flown these skies and you're getting some of that liberation. A little bit of it is very difficult to just pretend to go back in the cage to please others. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to go, you know, once you're outside, you're no longer you know, tamed. You got to do your best to be your best every single day.
The best version of yourself.
As best as you can, man. As best as you can, and not carry any of that. You know, not carry anything that's not, you haven't learned how to use yet. Just don't pick it up yet. You know, you don't go in the, I mean, think about this, right? You go in the gym and you see that, you know, 500-pound machine over there, you know, somebody squatting. You're not like, let me go see what's up. Like, no, you carry what you can, bro. Don't attempt to get ahead of yourself here. You're not. It doesn't matter how much pre-workout and how much you want to. Like, you're not just gonna go and live something that's not You're not there. You don't got that muscle yet. Pick up what you can, carry what you can, rep it out, and get stronger as you go. You know? Come on, man. One rep at a time.
I was just thinking of this when you were talking about that. The year gap between August. We're still in August 30. Yeah, we're in August. A year ago, about probably like a 4-day difference between the gap of this year ago, last year. You just signed the sweat to hire like 20, 30 some coaches in the Salinas area. So from that,
shout out to that team.
Shout out. From that point all the way to now, as best as you can remember, can you remember everything from that time frame till now? All the things that like were big monumental moments in terms of the mission you're in, or like the career. Like, can you? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sometimes I forget, like, because I'm just so focused on now and going ahead. Can you remember all the accomplishments from last year?
I don't know if I remember the accomplishments as much as I can reflect on like the intimate moments where it was like it meant the world, bro. That's what I mean by celebrating what look at the nace, like not celebrating what you're allowed to and what's already predestined to celebrate, right? Like the idea is like, celebrating you moving out, right? Like that might mean something to somebody, that might not. But I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's a big old. But I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna receive that. You know, those moments where you're just in that zone, bro, and that you've given it everything you've got, and I think more so than celebrate an accomplishment, I think it's the moments that you're just in that gratitude space. You know what I mean?
Oh, whoa.
Is it by me?
Oh, he's getting close. Right next to your cable.
Where's it at, bro?
Right there. You see it? Oh.
Did I kill it?
No.
Yeah, I did. Outside. Try to roll up on us? We just got rolled up on by a 16-leg spider.
Dude, that thing is like
spider,
bigger.
Bro.
It's about the size of a quarter.
Goodness, bro.
Damn.
I think it was
Santa Barbara's got some crazy some crazy goons, bro.
What were we talking about, man? Damn.
Yeah, accomplishments.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the other thing too. It's like, don't carry the good, Don't carry the good, because we got some visitors today, bro. Jesus Christ.
We got some visitors.
Bro, I just don't want to bomb me.
Huh? We got some visitors.
We said we outside. Damn.
Ready for outside,
That's
bro.
probably its cousin rolling up to pick him up. Damn.
His cousin just got rolled up on by mosquito.
Yeah, wildlife. Hey, man, if y'all see a bear, well, it's not live, so I guess they can't say anything. But, man, just watch my back, bro.
Watch your back.
What are we talking about?
Accomplishments.
Man, accomplishments, bro. Yeah, don't carry them either. Don't carry them either, man. You can't hang on to them. Don't hang on to the good and the bad. And that's that. Ooh, I'll tell you this. This one thing I learned early is I'm willing to let go of the good. So even picking up the bad ain't even none of my business. I'm willing to give up the good. I share the good. You obviously seen that, right? Let me share the good. Let me give the good away. That allows me to not even hang on to the bad.
Yeah.
So practice giving up good. So honestly, if anybody, you want to understand the rule to letting go, just let go. When people talk about letting go, they're talking to you about letting go of the trauma of the past, of the bad. No, let go of the good. When you learn how to do that, it's easy to let go of the bad. Let go of the good. Give something good up. Give that thing that you think that you call yours, give it up. Give it to somebody. Give it away. Don't charge nothing for it. Because when you learn to do that, bro, you pick up a habit of not picking anything up, just experiencing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the end of life, you're not going to take anything with you. So why would you collect it? Stop it.
Just out here collecting the good.
Stop it, bro. Yeah, collecting the good for what? Then at the end of life, you got a pile.
Yeah,
you know?
You can't take it with you.
Yeah, man. I allow. That's what I practice early. Is I give the good away, so therefore the bad don't even stick.
All right, let me ask you this: what about what changes have you experienced from a year ago to now?
What changes?
Yeah, whether it's career, personal.
Oh man, the reshifting of the blueprint, man. Of just like, I look to simplify. I look to simplify because I really do take, you know, I take inventory of like my decisions, and my like how heavy I feel, and I make sure that I empty out my pockets and empty out my backpack. Like I sense that because I feel like, man, like I'll grab something, right? And like, what is this doing here? Like, I don't need this anymore. Why am I still hanging on to it? And that's the idea of like letting go of the good and not even grabbing the bad, man. And the other part has been really to just, I've committed to give. I've committed to do my best, and I've committed to really listening to like, all right, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna start creating. That's been a while, but that this year has really been just reconditioning and reshifting the blueprint and allowing. Just continuing to allow, allow myself, bro. Allow myself. What about, I wanted to ask you this question, man. What are you, right now, what are you most proud of? What's a moment you're like, it's in your top, you're proud of you?
I think, dang it, bro. It's already
cool.
infesting.
It's cool.
Okay.
Jesus.
I'm catching myself, bro. I think, I don't know what it is, but like, allowing myself to take some responsibility within my family, as far as the way I'm perceived in my family. I feel like, not that I was neglecting, or I wasn't getting over the thought or the way they looked at me. I just wasn't, I guess, accepting it. But now I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not up to me to accept it, or not to accept. But like it's hard to explain it, bro. Like it's like I feel like I just have to step up to the pedestal. Like there's just no way around it, bro. Like I can't. If I avoid it, then then what? If I avoid the pedestal, then fuck it, bro. Going on that pedestal. It's just life, bro. Like the bottom line is just life, and either show up or bitch out, bro. I mean, those are the only two. I don't want to bitch out.
Y'all listen to this, dude? Yeah. Go back and listen to episode 1. I'm so proud of this guy. Like, no, you're looking at you in the mirror, and you're like, all right, man, look.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, bro, because, like, I mean, it's just a reality, bro. It's just the reality of things, and it's just the way it is. There's no way of changing it at all. So, step up, bro. Step up. So, what was the question? I just got,
Oh, that's good. That's good. You went there. You were there. Like, oh damn, you went all the way there. I love that. That's why I let you go there. Yeah, no. The question was, what are you most proud of? And you're getting yourself there.
Yeah, stepping up when I'm needed in the family, and that.
Well, that's the most valuable, right? It's like any sort of action after the fact drops in value. Yeah. Like nobody cares once you could have done it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's that moment. It's those moments where you made a decision, or you're making the decisions to take on the responsibility. And bro, honestly, I believe wholeheartedly in responsibility and the power of it. I think it's what grounds you. I think it's what makes you put that umph in the work you do, in that tone in your voice, in the way you walk, in the way you present yourself. Like, you know, you can step into any situation that you feel, you know, you feel confident in, but if you're avoiding the one that you're needed most in by the people you love the most, it's like, well,
yeah, yeah, bro. I mean, that's just what it is. It literally all up to me to take that position or not. So, no. Yeah, bro. I'll take it. Give me it, bro.
So that just lets you know you got to get stronger.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're like, all right, let me knock out these push-ups, this mental game. Let me read a little bit more. Let me drink a little bit more water. Let me, strengthen yourself to be able to, handle what you need to handle.
Yeah. Yeah. You just can't avoid it, bro. Like, the bottom line, like, you can't avoid, especially if it's your family, then it's just like, you got to take on that responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm down. It's taken me a while, and I'm still learning how to, but I mean, I guess that's just what it is, bro. Like, you just do it regardless if you know it or not.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it, bro. You're arriving. You're arriving to that line.
I have arrived.
You've arrived. That's cool, bro. That's cool. Let me go here. When in the last year have you felt enriched, like rich, like yeah, like damn, I'm living this different level, like where you feel you're experiencing. This doesn't even have to be work or like whatever it is, where you're like, this is what? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Run it back.
When I felt enriched?
Rich, enriched, high life, music video, movie trailer, where you felt like a super, like just the feeling of like, da, 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 wait till I get my, like, what's that? Like, yeah, bro, just a moment. Or it's undeniable. Like, this is I am the bougie one today.
I am the bougie one today. Damn.
Give me one moment.
One moment where I felt enriched.
Like, pinky up, bro. The glamour. Give me the glamour, bro. Where it was like, yeah, this is for sure glamour right here.
I got it. It was when we were in Monterey and we were eating at the table.
Oh, that's good. There's a table involved.
Okay. Listen. It was the four of us, and it was the realization that I'm even on the table. That and like, it's just hard to imagine. Like, not hard to imagine, but it's like Like, how do I even get to that table to begin with? If that makes sense. Like, being part of that 4. Like, why am I part of that 4? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like imposter syndrome, I guess you could call it. It would be called imposter syndrome. Like, just, I don't even know if it would be doubt. Maybe it's doubt, but like it's just like that questioning of myself is like, why am I even part of this table? But it also felt enriched at the same time. It was like both feelings. Yeah, like I'm part of. I'm sitting in here, bro. Like, what am I doing here? Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, like, fully grasp it. Like, anyone could have been in that position, number 4, but like, fuck, bro. Like, what did I do to get in this spot? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. But that, yeah, that's when I felt the most enriched. Enriched, not rich, but enriched.
Well, rich.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Rich is subjective. You know,
Subjective.
enriched, you felt fully like.
Yeah, that's when I had a realization. I was like, damn, bro, fuck. I'm really in this shit, bro. Damn. Nah, bro, because like,
I'll have a latte.
yeah.
I'll have a latte. Shaken, not stirred.
Not shaking, not stirred.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure. It's like, I could explain it as much as I can, but just experiencing it, bro, like we were talking about earlier, it's just it's different, bro. Like, I feel like no matter how good you could explain things, it's just will never compare at all to
the experience
of it.
Damn.
Like, I could fucking tell you how to work a camera as much as I can, but I mean, like, even me personally, you could tell me how to drive a truck, a diesel, whatever the fuck, a Tesla, whatever, as best as you can, but I won't fully like understand until I'm there in that steering wheel or whatever, fucking gear shifting and whatever, it's different, clutch. Never had a car with a clutch, but like, it's just,
yeah,
it
I can
just
tell.
doesn't work.
Because whatever you just did, the clutch is definitely not on your right side. That's the gas. Like, it's a gas, brake, clutch.
Clutch is this side.
Yeah. I can definitely tell. No, and don't drive a clutch,
Nah,
bro. You're all right.
You cannot compare experience with explanation.
That's real. Which goes to the point, man, that everybody out here that is consuming content, the idea is, man, consume it for the nutrients. Like, is what you're consuming, nutritious, not only content, but substance that is allowing you to see the world in a clear way, that is allowing you to paradigm shift, that is allowing you to, learn more, do more, be more. Be careful, be aware of what you're consuming. And I get entertainment. I understand it. At the same time, man, is like what we talked about earlier, you don't want to look back and just realize that all you did in life was feel.
Yeah.
Because feelings make you feel most alive. I understand. But utilizing the feelings to create more of that feeling, because it is possible to create more of a certain feeling.
Yeah.
You can do that. I do believe you can create. You go from feeling it to learning how to create it, so that it becomes a state in which you can operate in and live in. That's real, man.
What about what is the moment you felt the most enriched?
Enriched?
Rich.
Oh man.
Whichever.
This past year? Pinkies up?
Yeah, pinkies up.
Besides this one right now? Oh man, it's gotta be after the gym, these cold plunges in the ocean, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, it just, it's so, it feels so right. It feels so right to, and I'm gonna share this with you, and I share this with people like that do follow me on Instagram or whatever. Like, I'll post the first 15 seconds for the reasons that are routine based, like looking to create the best scenario possible for that day, and sharing that and putting that out there. But then it's like, I don't want the phone. This is me. This is me. You know, I feel like a son of nature. You know what I mean? I feel like a son all over again, bro. I feel like like genuinely, I feel like a creature of nature. I don't feel like I'm above it. I don't feel like it's humbling. It's I get to. It's thank you. It's igniting all the senses and all the emotions, and it's so grounding and relaxing at the same time. It's holistic, you know. It's the yin and the yang at the same damn time. Like it's so like I'm out like this. Oh, and then there's nobody out there. I'm the only crazy fool in the winter. In the winter,
that's the worst. 6 in the winter,
at 6 in the morning.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I mean? Like foggy. Like it's when I enjoy the beach the most, man.
In the winter. Damn.
Hey, man, you asked me about my richness, bro. It's like you've got nothing. You've got nothing. You are nothing. And I'm going to go there, man. Watch this. You know, I truly believe that for those of us who have experienced not feeling like we're enough, or like, no, we ain't it. What am I doing here? Like, the idea is to go through the process of feeling like something, just to realize you ain't nothing. And then when you're nothing, you're the most. Because you're no longer in your way. You're no longer limited to the ideas of what you think something is. You now are nothing. Welcome to everything. Does that kind of make sense? Like,
yeah.
Welcome to everything.
Yeah.
You know, imagine water, bro. Imagine water inside of a what's the most expensive water? Expensive water that you know? Voss?
The alkaline one.
Let's go alkaline Voss. Let's go Voss water, right? Let's say you're the water inside a Voss water bottle, right? Inside a bottle. And you're like walking around like, oh man, I'm it. Yeah. And then you get poured into the ocean. Right?
Yeah,
and you're like, and you're like, whoa, wait, I'm not that. Actually, I'm more than that. I'm all of this. I'm with all of this. You know what I mean? That right there is liberation.
Yeah.
You become imagine becoming part of the universe. Imagine that, bro. And that is becoming nothing. Because you're everything.
Yeah.
Have you ever showed up anywhere and be like, man, there's nothing here?
My hometown.
Right, exactly. But there's everything. It's everything. You're everywhere. All of a sudden, imagine, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. Because it's not something to explain, it's something to experience. Yeah. You know, I used to talk to, you know, what I used to say this way is, you know, we work so hard to be the shit just to realize we ain't shit, right? Yeah. Like, genuinely, man, get out of the bottle. Get out of the container. Get out of the containment. Let your spirit out and realize you are everything and nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah.
And that's where you're just being. And you're not special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This moment is special of realizing. That's it. And what you carry is special. That's it. And then you're no longer attempting to hold on to or figure out or strategize. Yeah. You know, or when can I be me? When can I? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're all of me is all of you.
All of me is all of you. And it literally came to mind. What came to mind when you're talking about that is like, it goes to what you were saying. I'll take Monterey, where we went, the keynote in Monterey.
Yeah.
Like it felt professional. Like you're supposed to like, like, like and then you come in fucking telling jokes and what is it? Signs of love with the bell and
yeah.
Like you just completely disrupted the whole fucking.
Oh man!
But it's like
I don't like thinking about stuff like that. But yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? Like it's like we're all like conditioned, or not conditioned, but like we were all there to be like
uptight.
Yeah, uptight. I mean, that was like the theme. To me, like professional and like
the theme was uptight.
Yeah, like the theme of like when people wear suit and tie is like you gotta act right type.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And here you come, David and the story, and then the signs of love with the seatbelt and everything, and it's just like you like I brought everyone back to like their roots, and nobody was thinking about being fucking
right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, everyone was just thinking fucking relatability and how much that fucking what you're saying related to that. Yeah. That came to mind when you were talking about,
bro. When we're in the casket, we're uptight.
Mm-hmm.
In our viewing, we're just we don't move. We're just up. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get it, bro. I understand. I get it. But like I don't get it when we want to hide our nature as far as like what makes us in common, like. Don't identify with your container. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't identify with what label you got. Don't identify with what label you got. Like that's just what we get to title it. We get to create it, but ultimately we're already created.
Yeah. Hey, bro, get the fire.
Are you serious? Like you're already created.
Yeah.
You just put a different label on it and call it something different, but you're already created.
Already created.
That's the love, man. That's a love and exploration that I personally have, and I encourage people, again, to take the steps, as it's being birthed in them. Like if something te nace, move on it just a little bit, man. You don't have to, just move on it as far as you're comfortable, because sooner or later I've seen people do it all the time where they're just, how many times have you not heard somebody say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm done with XYZ, I'm now gonna start my new.
All the time,
right?
All the time, bro.
So they'll get to it. Get to it.
It's interesting, bro, because like it's like I hear them, but I don't know what it's like in a sense. Like I don't know, bro. Like I hear all the time. That's the thing. Like I'm done with this. I'm gonna start my new thing. But then it's it's hard to explain. Explanation is very hard. But I don't know, bro. Sometimes I just don't get certain things. As far as like, I don't know. It like I'm just thinking about other stuff. I'm thinking about like pettiness. And
he doesn't want to say any names. That's code for damn, getting too close to the truth. Back up. Whoa. Chill. Bro. Oh damn! Shots fired. Damn, he's like, no, whoa, let me back up. I'm going too. I'm getting too real.
Chill. No, but
he was about to say so. I can see it.
You were saying something, and I thought it was a very good
segue into this other topic.
Whoa.
Oh
we
man.
were talking earlier when we were eating about your perspective about going into instead of going in the water inhaling, how about we go in the water exhaling?
Oh yeah.
And that perspective, why don't we do that in life? and like as a philosophy.
Yeah.
Just like you're gonna feel it, but do the opposite. Exhale, fucking. That made the most sense to me.
Yeah.
When you were saying.
Yeah.
So what exactly, like, break it down? What exactly do you mean by that?
Okay.
Inhaling, exhaling.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a very, especially right now in the times that we're in, cold plunging. You know, let's just go into what a cold plunge is. A cold plunge is you putting your body to the most uncomfortable state, which is extreme cold water. And we all know what cold water is like, right? Now, here's why I use this metaphor and I use this example is we can practice swimming till we get good at swimming, right? And I think that the surface world and this compliant world teaches us to learn how to swim. What it can't ever teach you is how to jump into cold water and then still be as locked in as possible, right? So now, what is this idea of cold water? So if you, and I challenge you to think about this. Just think about it for a second. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm okay with not knowing what I'm talking about. But I do this. So when you go into a cold plunge, what ends up happening is your body, the minute you feel that, you inhale. You go, right? Like, oh, it's going, and then you jump out, like, oh, right?
Yeah.
And it's this like shock feel, like it shocks your nervous system almost,
it
right? But without thinking, you inhale, right? Deeply. And then you can't inhale anymore, right? Right? You're in this state and you're no longer like in control, right? Or yeah, focused. So what I've done is, because I know that my body's going to react, meaning every cell in my body is going to tell me to inhale, right? Even though I can't inhale anymore. I'm going to freak out. That's what happens. So why not inhale prior to going in the water? And as I go in the water, I'm going to exhale. So I genuinely go, and then I touch the cold water, and I'm like, right? I'm like breathing out, bro, and I'm like, and I'm letting you know I'm there. Like, I'm here. I already knew you were going to tell me to inhale. I'm exhaling, right? I'm coming in, you know? And all of that warms I'm warm from the inside out, and believe me, it's still cold. It's not like all of a sudden it's not cold, but it's a switch where it's like anytime we make a decision into something uncomfortable, have we not been uncomfortable before? Do we not know what that feels like? We know what's about to happen. So brace yourself and go into it with the opposite action, right? Like the idea of, oh, it's going to hurt. Like, no, I'm going to hurt it. Right? Like, don't let life hit you. You already know life's going to hit you.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Yeah.
But what we don't want to do, many of us think, oh, since life's not hitting us right now, we're just going to not do anything to not disrupt anything. We don't want to punch because of this idea. Not hit it right now, right? Like, go at it because it's still going to do what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we go into this cold plunge, every cell in your body is telling you to inhale. I encourage you to do this. Inhale prior to going into the cold water. When you go into it, exhale slowly. Whatever you want to do, just let it out as you're going in, and see what happens. And tell me it doesn't change the experience. And if you do that and you apply that idea to life, when every cell in your body is telling you to talk back, to clap back, to get mad, do the opposite. When life is telling you to hate them back. Tell them something back. Love back. You know, trust back. When everything's telling you to just, no, get out of there. No, go in it, you know? Do that. See what happens. See if that changes you, because what's keeping us from going deeper into who we are is cold. is the change in temperature, is the change in circumstances. But remember this, bro. Remember that just like water changes and adapts based on the conditions, but it doesn't change who water is. It changes form and it changes state, but doesn't change who it is. It's still H2O. Whether it's ice, whether it's vapor, whether it's rain, whether it's ocean water, it's still what water is. So just remember that. Like, you will adapt, but you still got to go in there with who you are. And if you know it's going to hit you, well, hit it first.
Yeah, hit it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a crazy person, but, man, attempt going into some cold water, see if you're still as confident.
And it's interesting because, like, it's only, like, the first 4 or 5 seconds where it's, like, it really is attacking
Probably
your
4 or 5
nerve.
minutes,
Yeah.
bro.
No, but, like, the initial.
Yeah.
It's, like, 4 or 5 seconds
Yeah.
where it's, like, really attacking your nervous system.
And isn't it weird? And I've seen you do this, and I call you out on it.
Right.
Isn't it weird how you still touch it with your toe to see how cold?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know the answer, bro.
Yeah, I
You're playing.
I know.
But
so,
that's
it's because sometimes.
But that's what going after your dream is like, bro. That's what going after your vision is like. That's what stepping up to take on the responsibility of your family is like. You know it's gonna be real. I don't know if you think today it might like
it's good. Okay, sometimes the water is warmer.
Nah, man, that's what you tell yourself. You're in a different mood. You're in a different mood just because the sun is
only on pool water. Only on pool.
Bro,
water.
this is the Pacific Ocean, bro.
The
This
ocean,
ain't.
the ocean's a different story, bro.
You
The
jump
ocean
in.
Cold is always cold. Yeah.
You jump in, bro. And that's what's weird, right? It's not even the fear of death. It's not even the fear of drowning into the pool. It's the fear of what?
The temperature. That's what I'm saying.
So now imagine this: temperatures was keeping us from going outside. Yeah. Temperatures was keeping us from getting closer to the dream. The changing conditions is what's keeping us from being our truest self. It's not even death. Like we're blaming, like, well, what if something happened? No, you're not even scared. You're lying. You lying. It's not even the fear of the end. It's the fear of the beginning. Ooh, it's the fear of the beginning? You ain't even fearing the end. You're fearing the beginning?
Yeah. It really is. You're about to jump in the water and you're fearing.
You're not even thinking, well, I might drown. The thought of I might drown ain't even in your mind.
Fear, bro. Fear is just too much.
Or it's the ego of comfortability.
That's
damn it. Come on, man. We outside. What are we even talking about? I don't even know I don't even know what this podcast is about. But I'm just letting you know right now, man. Like to get there, that's the difference, bro. It's not even what you have. It's not even what you have and what you don't have. It comes down to what you're willing to put up with. It's your tolerance. And I'm just giving you the game. When the cells tell you to breathe in and inhale, you exhale. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Attempt that. See what happens. And want everybody, and you guys can comment. Do a cold plunge. Inhale prior to and exhale through the process of going in.
I've done it when the first time you told me in the water.
Changes the game, huh?
Yeah, changes the game.
You're like, what? Yeah. What is happening?
Whoa. It's different, bro. It is different. And like the physical movement of inhaling is you're trying to get away from the water.
Yeah. You can only inhale so much.
Like your body stretches upward to get away from the water.
Yeah.
But there's nothing's gonna happen, bro.
Right.
You're still gonna, yeah.
Or don't do it, right? Go back inside and watch people cold plunge, right? And like their story. Jesus, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Like their story.
I do not
like their post.
Like their post. Yeah. I don't know what is going on.
Cold plunge.
Let me ask you this question. Here's my next question. Now we're talking about like uncomfortability. What's a trigger? What's something that's... Talk to me about a trigger that you have that at first it like really does bother you. And then it might turn into like frustration. And then you turn it into like fuel. Like what's something that you've like learned, like even though it still bothers you, it's not that it doesn't bother you anymore. That you've like learned to like all right, that's kind of messed up. All right, man, I don't like this. And then boom, 2-3 days later, you're like on. you're like this
Locked in,
monster,
yeah,
bro. Locked in.
Okay. I already know one of them, but it's tough in the sense that I can't like what's the word, like go deep into it as I would like to, because I don't want to
Hurt anybody.
yeah, and hurt anyone's feelings, put them on blast,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. No shots fired. Hey, man,
bro,
don't mess with Sal, bro. Y'all think I'm the one. I'm telling y'all. Look out for
Who
this
is it,
dude.
bro? Who is it? Who wants it, bro? Okay. All right. So, it's what I was talking about earlier about like the perception that I get looked at in my family. Not that it's like messed up or anything, but it's like
Let's mess up a little bit.
it messed up a little bit. Quite a bit. It's just like I get looked at as like how to word this, responsible. I take on a lot of responsibility, especially when I'm in my hometown, and it's that the way that I'm looked at, as you say, within the family, and I'm in that process or phase of like what I was talking about earlier, is using it as fuel. It's tough, bro. It's a tough situation. I am in that process of using it as fuel. So I'm still in that stage, bro. I'm still in that stage. Yeah. It's that.
Exhale, bro.
It's that, bro.
It's that. Come on. You're doing it now. You're like, you can't keep taking deep breaths, dog. You can only.
It takes so much, yeah. But it's that. It's that.
Okay. So then it's the being given more than what you're ready for, or is it the like constant, the amount? Is it the weight? Is it the other people not?
It's all of them, bro.
Not taking like
it's
what's
everything.
triggering? Let me ask you this: Is it triggering? Is it triggering seeing people who you know need to step up and not?
Yeah, that, and as well as like I like to, like, an example. I'll dedicate like if I'm off of site, we're off of site about like 4 or 3 or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever time it is, we're off of site. Anything after, would love to dedicate all that time into editing. For me personally, like, I need, for the actual project to be fully done, I need to be behind that screen.
Yep.
Going hella crazy.
Yeah, when I'm done, you start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the second, I gotta be behind that screen after, bro, because that's where it really gets done.
Yeah.
That's the fin. Like, yeah. So it's the fact that when I give myself this window to work on editing, I feel like it's not respected, or it's not looked as work. It's like, oh, so that means he's gonna be not working.
Yeah.
It's a physical barrier of work, right?
Yep.
Like, I'm far as fuck. I can't help you right now because I'm far as fuck. It's the distance.
Right.
But because I'm there and it's convenient,
Yeah.
but I'm dedicating this time to editing, it's like, oh, then he can help because he's here.
Right.
That my editing time is not like respected in a sense. That's the part where
you're not busy. You're not busy.
It basically, you're not busy, bro. You're here. It's that. It's that. That look. It's frustrating, bro, because like I'm going back home thinking I'm gonna lock the fuck in. It's my time now. I gotta get this shit done. But
And it just so happens to be that the work is in that area.
yeah.
If not, you wouldn't like.
Yeah.
You'd be anywhere.
Physically, it would be impossible to go all the
yeah.
way out. And so that's the tough part, bro. It's just the editing time is not respected for other people. And that's just what it is, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
I hear you,
yeah,
I hear you. Let me ask you this question: do you feel like that I'm somebody who can empathize and understand, kind of your journey in this, like,
you know what it's like, because like this deadlines matter a lot when it comes to like this video stuff and business in general. Deadlines are
deadlines are business. I mean,
it's business. It's like the appointment. Like it's you're showing up at this time from this day for this many hours. That's I would consider that a deadline. That's a deadline. You got to be there at that specific time. An appointment. Yeah, the deadlines are huge. It's the action part. If you can live up to your word, that's what it is. So it's tough when it gets interrupted. Sure, that's the work, bro. That's bottom line. That's where things get done. And in the editing world, that's post production. Yeah,
that's execution.
Yeah, that's execution.
That's your level of execution.
Yeah.
When you're outside doing the shooting, recording, that's part of your experience because you get to all the people, you get to see it live. Yeah. It's all that. I already did the work. It's all happening, and now it's like passed on. I can no longer do anything more. Now it's in your hands, and to do your part, you take that weight.
Yeah. So it's that weight plus the family weight plus circle weight. I mean, man, it's nonstop weight, and it's interesting, bro, because like the perception of you changes the further you go in, which is something I didn't think was gonna happen, or like it just wasn't in my thoughts. It's something to take note of, going on the journey for the vision that you see. People's perspective of you will change. That's just part of it, bro. I mean, I'm sure you experienced it as well when you first started and really started like getting some traction, and things were like all the dots started connecting, and people's perception of you start to change, especially people that you know prior before you even like began your first steps. Yeah, bro, like when you when you truly get deeper into your thing and you start to build that traction and that, like, whatever it is, it's just, it becomes different, bro. Like your circle, not only your circle, but just everyone, I feel like, thinks that like you have it easier. They think like you have it easier, but it's like, I don't know if it's a bad job at my end of only showing highlights, or if I don't show enough of like the grind or whatever, but like I feel like it's it's not being understood of the level of work that needs to get done in order to get to that high, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, bro.
You definitely are making sense, bro. This is real. I want this to be a real.
Chill. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just perception. And it's the tough part, bro, because, like, it's obviously the people you care about. And seeing them, like, flip that switch, I don't know. It's interesting, bro. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what the question was, bro.
Well, maybe that's what changes, right? Maybe, I mean, you're tapping into something different. Maybe maybe what changes isn't really who you are. It's how people see you.
Mm-hmm.
it's their perception.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's another layer to it of what you know. People will start to, you know, treat you however they're treating you, or you know, and you're like, well, hold on, man. Like,
Yeah, wait
oh,
wait
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold the orders.
Yeah.
Hold the orders.
Yeah, bro. It's interesting.
Well, you know, that's that's why this is called Glamorous Grind, bro, because you are in beautiful Santa Barbara with the beautiful beautiful weather. You are in California. You are doing a podcast. You are doing content. You are traveling. You are making money. You are doing your thing.
But that's
And
they
then
see
it's like,
that, but they don't see the bottom half of it.
right?
Of like the late nights, the drive, the
The
setting
family
up, the
dynamics.
family dynamics.
Yeah. Your own insecurities that you have to work through. That
Which is, I mean, I guess you could, for most part, people could just look at like a celebrity or whatever and be like, oh yeah, he has it easy because he has this amount of money, this house, this car.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does it change the way you see people?
Yeah.
That has this experience changed the way you've seen some of the people that you looked at? You're like, oh, that's tight. You're like, do you have a little bit more respect, a little bit more empathy?
Way more respect, bro.
Okay.
Absolutely way more respect. Not that I thought people that were successful had it any easier, but I always like would. It's not even complaining either. It's like I would envision like me being in their shoes, like, oh damn, this house, this car, like this is dope. Like I wouldn't be like talking like negative or
yeah.
But it's not even complaining. But once you actually, it's again like the experience. Once you actually experience it, it's like fuck, bro. Like I think the part that really digs in is just the way that people, or like your close people, perceive you. The change of them and like the way they look at you. It's just that's where it really hits, and that's where it's like everything becomes different, in a sense. Yeah.
Wow. Sal.
Get this mic away from me.
Mink. Before you start clapping at people, bro.
Who wants it, bro? No,
Who wants to smoke? Oh, man.
Perception.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're on the journey, and the thing I want you to know, man, is continue to put it on something. You know, get it out, express it, so you can have a different perspective of it too, and have a zoom out effect where you're like, let me zoom out for a little bit, because zoomed in is the way I'm seeing things. Is that a train, bro? There's a train out here. Damn! Yo, we need to call this Train Track Podcast.
First, sack.
I thought we got far. This is far away.
I'm surprised we could hear it, bro. That's crazy.
We're on the mountains.
We could hear a train. Oh my god.
Who is it going hams too?
Yeah,
oh damn. This thing's red. Does that mean it's almost full?
No, it's got 12 hours left.
All right, cool. Anyways, nah, man. The thing I want you to just, be able to, do is get it out, get it on something, whether it's on paper, whether it's an expression, whether it's, on video, whatever it is at your level or your approach is it is important to get the pieces of the puzzle out. In my own personal experience, it's not only healing, but again, it's like it's part of your kind of journey and your process, and you're not alone in the relatability, but it is your fight to fight. Yeah. That's the piece. It is your battle. The daily battle. The daily battle is to change the
war. Yeah.
Yeah, the daily battle is to change the people around you. And the war is to not allow the world to change you,
Yeah.
And that's going to be the question of every day is, am I going to be the Sal that I decided to be, or am I going to be the conforming Sal that you know that the battle's just beating me up right now, and you know, and the idea is to, you know, when you go into a battle and you have others that are also battling, then you have some backup. Yeah. You know, and yeah, man, you're on it, you're in it, you are it.
A warning label, bro. It's a huge.
I think I did nothing but give you the warning label the first 3 months. Like, I don't know how else I could explain. I was like, yo, are you sure this is what you want to do? Man. Let me ask you this. I have to ask you this, bro. What? All right. So, how honest and how well do you think I've like laid out this warning label? Like early on, bro. Like I feel like I do it every day. I feel like I almost overdo it. But like, how real am I about this warning label? How was I from the beginning? Like,
oh fuck, bro. I mean, you predicted it, bro. I mean, bottom line, like it is what it is, bro. The warning label. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, the warning label, like I overlooked the warning label,
of course,
because
who does it? Who does it? Yeah. Watch out.
But like the fact that I was able to do editing and recording as a living overpowered the warning label.
Yeah.
Going after it.
And it still will.
Yeah.
You're still gonna keep going.
Yeah. It's not like I'm gonna call
red flags all day.
But yeah, man, that is a huge warning label that I overlooked. But also, like, in this line of work, in this field of work, yeah, double read the warning label, bro, because I don't know, bro. It depends on the person. It also depends on the person, bro. Like, how well can you handle stress? I've handled stress, but this is like overloaded, overwhelming amount of it. So I'm still like fuck, like damn, bro, like just everything needs to just chill out a little bit. Obviously, part of that's what I feel, but I know that's not what's gonna happen.
Right?
Yeah, right.
How can you still laugh? Let me ask you this question: how do you still find humor?
I don't know, bro. I just find it funny, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
We're losing.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. If I'm gonna be like truly honest, I don't know. I don't know how I still find it funny. I think it's just looking back at it. But looking back at it is just like that's funny, bro. The guy's going through it.
You're watching you. There you go.
Through it.
That's called a different dimension, man. Different perspective. That's called being that. By the way, I know on a whole nother level, but like one part is experiencing it firsthand. Another part is seeing you experience it. Like, oh, I'm seeing me.
That's the thing.
That's a powerful,
bro.
Yeah, as you are,
yeah,
and as you're in present, this blessing of like this other dimension starts to come out where you can see, like, damn, Sal's really good. Like, this is a movie. Yeah. You're like, damn, that dude right there. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, bro. Like you were saying, experiencing it firsthand. It's the way that I'm taking it is because it's my first hand experience
Yeah.
on experiencing something like this.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's a phase. Remember that. Just as long as you know it's a phase. It doesn't mean that all will pass. Like, no, it's a phase. So, like, do all you're going to do and feel all you're going to feel in this phase. Because the worst thing, I believe, is when people want to now activate in a phase they're no longer in.
Yeah.
And, bro, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? High school, bro. It's over. Like, what are you talking about? You should have. Nah, dog. Now focus on the phase you're in. And right now you're in this phase. So learn all of it. Experience it. Allow yourself. Give yourself grace. You're going to go through it. So the idea is grow through it, right? How can you just, all right.
Yeah.
Well, what am I grounding in? Can I still see what I'm grateful for? Can I still, oh man, because that thing, dude, if you can find gratitude, you can find clarity. And you can find clarity, you can find you. And everything you're willing to bet on is you. You are the person that you're like, I'm the one that I trust the most right now in this whole situation. You know?
Yeah. No, yeah. I feel that for sure. For sure, bro. I warn you.
And the alternative, bro. And then you're like, and then you go as deep as be like, well, what would the alternative be?
Yeah.
Be the one that can't step up?
That's what I was saying.
Imagine wanting to and can't. Oh,
yeah.
I'd rather be the person that doesn't want to and can.
Yeah.
Than wanting to and like,
not.
But thanks,
Yeah.
but you can't.
Yeah.
And you've been that person. I mean, when we're kids, we're like, we want to help, but we're not in position to.
Yeah.
And here you go, bro. Here's the keys.
Yeah, bro. The journey is, damn, bro. Experience it for the first time. I'm sure it's gonna happen more down the road, but experience it for the first time is when you really like start to like get a grasp of things and see things for what they are. Fuck, bro. We're in it, bro. We're in it.
Outside.
The other thing is not allowing. I don't want to be the person. I would absolutely hate to be the person that like I can't get shit done because of this that's going on.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to still deliver and do what I'm doing, regardless of the position and stuff that the person is going through. So even then, bro, no excuses at all whatsoever. Like it's bottom line, shit still needs to get done. There is, if you're like in the journey overall, you can't call out on your dream, bro. You cannot, bro. I'm being dead ass, bro. Like you're getting everything you ever wanted for, and you're gonna call out. Hey, bro. No, like I'm being. I'm loaded, bro.
I don't want to mess up that reel. I'm
loaded, bro. But yeah, in true honesty, like now is the time you want to bail out and stuff. It's just no, bro. Like it's still got to get done regardless. Bottom line.
Call in, bro.
Call in.
Don't call out. Hey, I'm coming in. It's your day out. I'm coming in.
Yeah.
We outside.
For your, I'm sure something's happened to you in a similar way, where everything's going as planned, all the dots are trying to connect. Has that, like, have you gone through something like that where it's like experience?
You're in the car half of the time.
I know.
Oh, for the people?
Yeah.
For my people in the back? Yeah, man, come on. This is why. This is why you go hard. It's not because, again, it's not because it's not because the circumstances have changed that you can now go in the water. It's not because the water's warmer, bro. It's what you're deciding, you're committing to. And, you know, I said it before that I found the thing that I'm, in searching for my reason to live, I found my reason I'm willing to die. And my reason that I'm willing to die is being who I'm going to be and going after and going through what needs to happen. This is why there isn't any room for hate. Hate is heavy. There's no room for grudge. There's no room for like jealousy or envy. Like all the stuff that's like is so distracting from how hard it already is. Like, bro, it's already difficult. You don't need to add extra sauce. More, yeah. Spicy already, bro. Life is spicy.
It's already spicy enough, bro.
Yeah, you're just spicy. If you're hating and you're just holding on to, you just want to make it interesting over there. Like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool with moving through what I need to move through, and that's where you just come down to. I mean, you said it best, bro. It's don't call out on the dream.
Mm-hmm. You can't.
You know, I mean, I guess you always can. I don't know. I don't know what the options are, but I do know that I don't have a plan B. Mm-hmm. And you know, when it's sunny outside and it's summertime and it's the weekend and everyone's like, "Well, let's go celebrate." Well, celebrate what?
Celebrate, yeah.
It's a summer. Let's go. It's the weekend. So what are you celebrating? Mm-hmm. What have you done?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna grind on a good day, man. Grind on a good day. Just put in the work. Sit.
Yeah. Grind on the good.
Just do your part. Do your part today. And that's all you can do. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I believe that the worst thing is wanting to and can't.
Yeah.
You know, because one day you won't be able to. That's just that's how it works. Yeah. You won't. You don't know when that day is.
It's predetermined. One day you can't, bro. Yeah. It's inevitable.
Inevitable.
Yeah. One day you can't, bro.
Yeah, man. I praise you, bro. I support you in any way that you need support in, and at the same time, part of that support is letting you fight your fight. Yeah. And watching you, and it sucks. It sucks, bro. It sucks to watch somebody having to say, "Oh, damn!" But I know it's like just you gotta just. One thing I do know though is I trust you're not going to stop.
Yeah, and I don't want to stop, bro. That's the thing. I don't want to stop.
I would have told you, long, hey, bro, you're done. Like, I trust that you're not going to stop. It's not even that you want. It's not in you to stop something. Early on, you might have. You might have stopped at that, like, 6 months. At that 6 months when something started getting crazy, I was like, he might sizzle out. He might. That skillet.
Nah, bro.
That skillet. But this is, in all honesty, this is the path. This is the difference. This is the why certain people are not here. This is the why you are. This is why. This is the welcome to the grind. Now we're talking grind. It's not, and you would even say staying up late, putting edit. No. This part right here. Yeah. This is the off the court.
Getting hit by all fronts.
Off the court, bro. Off the court. Like, doesn't it make you rethink some of those times where you're like, man, this is hard? Like,
yeah.
I was just being lazy. I wasn't really like, nah, this part right here is one of those. Like, okay, how do I respond? And the idea is respond the way that you could at one point or at some point in your life look up to. Yeah. Because then it's evidence. Yeah. And you're like, I took that hit, I got up, I kept going. Yeah. So when you got that, when you are in a good space, physically, but not internally, you're like, oh, come on, man. I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know I've been tested. Yeah. Let me look at my reviews. Let me look at my stars. I've been battle tested. What didn't change me? You know? Who am I internally? You know, this work, this is all stuff we get to do, and it's all external. It's all interchangeable. You know, you can upgrade all this piece, man, but to find out that beast is inside of you and that has showed up and it's gonna show up, and it's not about being ready, but it's about being willing.
Yeah.
That's what courage is all about. That's where faith comes in. Faith comes in the unknowing. Like if you knew shit, you don't need faith.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's that simple.
You don't know it. Yeah.
You know, and you're not running from it, man. You're not avoiding it. You're opening your eyes to your reality. And I mean, if you know anything about me, man, I'm right here, you know, for you, with you, and the idea is that's why we wear the black, and that's why we come out with the win on the hat, because it's not about, we're not wondering if we're gonna win at the end. We got to come in. We're exhaling. Yeah. We're coming into the cold water. Like, man, y'all don't even, you know, the summer tested, like everything tested, family tested. Like, let me tell the story again. Boom, here we go. Like, you know, we up. Yeah. And by we up don't mean like we made it. It means we up for whatever's coming. Now, I'm saying it from that angle. Anybody can take it the way they want to take it. But man, once you really learn what you're going through, what people actually go through, man, just sit your ass down somewhere. Yeah. You know, get people. That's where you can't be apologetic about how people are gonna feel if you. What you talking about? You know?
Yeah. Different game.
Exactly. That's it. You ain't playing the game people are looking. Again, man, I'm gonna encourage everybody. Whoever this piece right here, if you're listening to this piece right here, look at the content views. Look at the likes. Look at the YouTube subscribe. Look at all the views. Look at all that. That's not the game we're playing. Let me just tell everybody right now. And I know that Sal is not on that game. But that is not that we're not playing this game. We're putting this out. We're staying up a little bit longer. We're sharing because it's real. Yeah. And that's just what it is. It's not about, don't share. Don't like, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why you watching and not liking? I don't get it.
Yeah. Watch and don't like.
Why you following and not participating? I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Take it. Receive it. We're giving it. That's it for me, man. That's it for me.
Real content.
We're talking about. What are we talking about? We outside.
We're outside, bro.
Let's go with the takeaway, man. Drop the mic, Sal.
Here, bro. Just take it away.
My bro's on one right now. We outside.
I'm outside. It was the coffee earlier from the one.
That's what it is. Coffee.
That was the coffee, bro. Takeaway. Fuck, bro. Just to me it'd be like the relatability, because like you're one of the few people, or one of the only people that truly understands everything. From my lens, bro, you understand fucking everything, bro. Jesus Christ. And I don't. That's what you know too. You're like, oh, this dude doesn't. That's interesting. This dude doesn't get it. Anything. No, but like the way you break it down, the way like you piece it, like you grab the piece and you just break it all down to crumbs, bro, and it's just like you make it understandable, and relatable. Like out of all the people I relate to the most, bro, you're the one that I truly relate to the most, and that understands like the circumstances and the situations, and like when like there's another fella right there. Look at him. Like when I'm fucking like drifting off course, you're like, bro, fucking pick it up, bro. Like you're fucking you're drifting or whatever. But like, yeah, bro. Like you just truly understand. You get it. I don't know how you do it, bro. Yeah, I mean, ultimately that's your gift, right? Like that's your specialty right there. That's I don't know what to speaking, but like the way you understand things and your perspective of the world and how things work is unique, bro. And that's the insight that the fellas need to receive, for sure.
For sure. I appreciate that, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to the first piece where I told you you're not gonna introduce yourself as a cameraman. That's not who you are. That's not like no disrespect to anybody who calls themselves a cameraman, but just like you're not a cameraman, I'm not a motivational speaker. Like I don't understand what that is. Like I don't, you know. Now if I say motivates you and moves you, great. I think that's amazing. But it's like I understood that there was going to be a lot more to this journey than you know, taking video and just doing it as a hobby and as art. I was like, if you're gonna do this, you know, you're like, let me tell you the warning label. Like I don't know on this. Like with me, like I'm in it, bro. I'm in the water. Like once you're in the water, you've experienced something different. And you know, I've encouraged you to strengthen your relationship, your faith, your belief system in something bigger than you, so that you see that you're just a small piece to this whole operation of momentary life, right? Like your contribution to life, and you're doing it. You're taking those steps. And I think what I'm taking most away from this is listening. Listening you go to the edge and be like, oh, whoa. Almost said some names. But it really comes down to your heart. It really does come down to your core values and who you're looking to be every day. Because if you know life hits, you the work is putting in the work to strengthen, to be able to not only hit back but hit first. And keep hitting. And you're doing it, my brother. You're doing it. You're savage.
Be a savage, bro.
Let's go. What's the motto?
Be a savage and go after your wildest dreams.
Be a savage and go after your wildest dreams. This has been Glamorous Grind Podcast. Y'all heard it, man. Sal is real. Mink Media.
Mink Media coming soon.
On a Mission Productions. We up. We outside. We outside.